In 1930, the Republican-controlled House of Representatives, in an effort to alleviate the effects of the anyone, anyone, the Great Depression, passed the anyone, anyone, the tariff bill, the Hawley-Smoot Tariff Act.
Have you ever watched eyes glaze over during a presentation? Maybe glance down at a phone? Maybe catch up on some beauty sleep? In the next few minutes, I'm going to give you my checklist that makes rooms lean in, heads nod, and the questions roll in. Welcome back, folks. Thanks for joining me. Today's video is all about effective communication. Whether it's a team update, a conference talk, or a client pitch, we'll cover audience, story, slides, delivery, Q&A, practice, and a few pro tips that make a strong impression fast. Let's dive in. My first tip for you is to know your audience. Ask yourself, who's in the room? What is it that they know? What do they care about? Are they here for a broad overview or a deep technical insight? Write a one-sentence promise before you ever make a single slide. For scientists, I want them to come away with action items for their own research. For executives, I want to make sure that they walk away knowing exactly how much I've saved on the budget. My second tip for you may sound obvious, and it's to know your material. If you can't explain it, don't show it. You don't need to be a walking literature review, but you do need clarity when presenting. Try this. Explain your key points to a colleague in 60 to 90 seconds. Or even better, how about a family member who's not in the field? Do you make sense to them? If a slide needs a paragraph of explanation, consider splitting it into two. Tip number 3 would be to keep slides visual. Use charts, figures, bigger fonts, fewer words. Use headlines that make a point. Customer retention up 12% instead of just retention. Methyl group confers selectivity in analog R instead of selectivity study. Tip number 4 is to do your best to remove all filler words from your vocabulary. Like, they all degrade confidence. When you feel a filler word coming on, take a deep breath, take a break, slow down for key points, speed up a bit on transitions. Let your pitch naturally rise on questions and lower on conclusions. This will help you sound decisive and confident. Tip number 5 is to make eye contact with specific audience members. Now, don't be creepy, but eye contact can help you develop trust with your audience. Simply try holding eye contact with someone for a second or two, and then scanning the room for another. If you're presenting virtually, make sure you look at the lens when you're making key points. Aim for about 80 to 85% eye contact with the lens. Put a sticky note near the camera if you need to that says, "Look here." Tip number 6 is to use body language to your advantage. Try to keep your shoulders back and your feet planted. This will convey the maximum amount of confidence in your speech. You can use your hands to underline keywords if you need to. Walk to a new spot when you move to a new section. Then plant yourself there and speak. Tip number 7, and this one's hugely important. Make sure you handle your questions like a pro and never fake an answer if you don't know. This will immediately degrade your integrity with your audience. Simply thank the person and bridge to a follow-up. That's an insightful question. I don't have the exact figure here, and I want to give you an acceptable answer. Let me follow up after the session. Repeat the question to ensure that everyone heard it and that you understand it. If you think any of this information will help you tighten up your presentation for next time, please do me a favor and hit like so that more people can see it. If you want more practical tips on science, communication, computational chemistry, or any of that, subscribe and ring the bell. Drop your biggest speaking challenge or success in the comments below. I read your comments and I might build a video around your question or suggestion. See you in the next one.